Today's the day we find out if Chris Father Gilbrown has successfully been able to turn the cock ring conversation from yesterday into something that relates to food. Yes or no, Chris?
I'm sorry, John. I couldn't quite get there, but maybe with the help of a cock ring, I will someday. Anyway, so
I don't even know what that means. Moving on to whatever you had scheduled, which is probably, pardon the pun, a lot more tasteful.
I don't know about that. So,
oh God.
You and I come from what I thought was an era that food had maybe passed by, and that was the joy of getting prizes in your food. Usually cereal, but sometimes stuff like inside of a Cracker Jack box. Now, I don't know why the change was made to get away from putting prizes inside of stuff, but I could probably Google it, but I'm lazy. But I guess I assume...
Probably for the same reason that the Tinder, not the Tinder, the Tinder egg. The Kinder egg is not available in the States, right? It's a choking hazard when you put stuff that people...
Yeah. We once carted one of those over the border and they made us discard of that as we were on our way in. They don't play around with the Kinder eggs. But no, I actually think it was probably because, I would go elbow deep in my box of Shreddies looking for God knows what and making sure that my grubby hands touched every single square on the way down. So that's probably what it was. Anyway, do any particular prizes stand out to you as a kid that you won or maybe as a childlike adult?
No, there's never really, I remember being a big deal, had to have it because I was the oldest of four, so we were all doing the deep dive for the stuff, and it was just, it was matters. I just wanted it. Right. You know what? I think there was... No, I was going to say there was a Stanley Cup trophy in one, but no, I think we bought that separately.
They did those in beer for a while, most in Canadian cases.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Adult prizes, but I can tell you without question, in my case, it was the Ninja Turtle rings. There were 8 of them in all to collect in cereal boxes. You had all 4 of the Turtles, plus April O'Neil, Splinter, Shredder, and Rocksteady. And we most definitely got all 8 of them several times over because we needed 1 set for me, 1 for my brother, and my mom wanted to keep sake that apparently she still has kicking around in the original plastic wrap somewhere.
Your mom was in on it too?
My mom was in on it. She said she quietly stuffed those away as time went on. So she was diving into the box and getting her grubby little paws all over every Shreddies, which would become 2- and 3-fold because, of course, then I'd go looking for it, wondering who the hell took my prize. So,
cooties don't count if it's family.
I don't know about that. Anyway, we definitely ate a whole lot more than just 24 boxes of Shreddies to get that, I promise you, because I know I had at least a dozen Donatello duplicates kicking around in my living room. But anyway, all that to say, in the state of Virginia, surprises in the food were back in vogue at the Shoppers Value in Lunenberg County. So Kimberly Slaughter, which, side note, John, is a hell of an amazing name, was getting some Oots brand popcorn. Oots is a huge snack food name in the USA. We don't have it up here, but I would describe the majority of their food as definitely chips. Anyway, so she picks up a bag of their popcorn and notices mouse feces on the bottom of the bag. Now, rather than run out of the store screaming like most of us would do, Kimberly puts it back on the bottom shelf that already had a layer of mouse poop lining it. Then she notices another bag that has a hole in it and decides to do a fairly noble thing all told, puts it in her cart to take it to the front of the store and let them know that there was a problem with their food. Now, she knew that they knew there was a problem because she did notice that there were rodent traps all around that area, but nevertheless, if they were getting into the food, she felt that this was something that the store needed to be made aware of. So,
right.
Pushing her cart to the front, and then she was met with the kind of surprise she certainly was not banking on, because emerging from the hole, John...
Was the mouse?
No, a rat snake. Rat snakes, also known as corn snakes, are thankfully not venomous, but they are long, some reaching as much as 3 meters long. And this was a long one because
in a bag of chips?
In a bag of popcorn, Oots popcorn. Yeah, it slithered out of the popcorn bag, and it was what she described as the length of her entire cart. Then, I guess... because it was missing its comforts of its buttery, salty home, it went right back into the hole again. Now, the good news is that the store has announced that it's investigating this. They state that they have no indication of any others, which is a relief, although I've got questions about the volume of rat traps in and around the floor. Forget the corn snakes. But, John, let's you and I dissect this for a second here. I know you're a chips and dip kind of guy. So you open up, your Ruffles onion dip, and a mongoose hops out and starts hissing at you. Like, how do you react to something that obscenely ludicrous?
Okay, why a mongoose? No, let's get to that another day. You know what, Chris? That's exactly what I need to have happen, because it would take that kind of extreme thing to finally get me to stop. Like, that would turn me off it altogether. So, I mean, there's a benefit, to my physique when it comes to that. My mental health, on the other hand, I would be right back in the most laborious therapy sessions one has ever undergone in their life. That would traumatize me, for sure.
All right, well, you heard it here first. So producers of The Biggest Loser, if that's still a thing on TV, start hiding mongoose inside the things of chips, and you're good to go.
Wow. I'm lucky. Have you ever discovered like any critter in your food? I don't think I've, like, other than like a bug on a salad kind of thing. I don't think
I found a giant spider in a bag of chips once, and that scared the crap out of me, but that's about as far as it's ever gone.
Couldn't do it. But that's why we have you around. The brave, the mighty Chris Father Gilbrown on YouTube with great stories like this and more. YouTube.com/that'srank.